FM, the Pike, Worcester's Rock Station, and Journey. It's 8:35, and in the studio with us right now, it is Caleb, or Gunnery Sergeant Caleb Edwards from the United States Marine Corps. Welcome to the studio, sir.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. And once again, it's been, what did you say this morning, Adam, since 1947?
1947 is when Toys For Tots was first started by the Marine Corps Reserve.
Yeah, and so, again, continuing the mission this year. And we're working with Toys For Tots. I think we're going to have our toy drive Saturday morning at Mickey's Car Wash in Sutton. And I'm going to be down there 10 to noon, probably getting in the way. I don't know if you're going to be there. Just tell me to just say sit down.
No, you'll be fine. We'll love to be working right side by side with you. So
There's going to be sauce and cheese all over the presents, whatever.
No, I'll wash my hands.
Barbecue sauce.
I can't help it if there's a Five Guys right across the street there.
Grease. And a reminder that these toys, when you take the toys, you want them unwrapped.
Right?
Correct. Yep, brand new toys, unwrapped. Yep, that's how we pass them out.
And so, every year I hear the different challenges in Toys For Tots and what the Marines are looking for, and it's tougher for the older kids, right? Teenagers.
Correct.
Those are the kids you're shooting for, from very, very young up through the high school kids. And what is something you would recommend someone to drop off for a teen?
Yeah, we the community, none of this would be possible if it wasn't for the great community helping out with the program. They do a great job every single year, and a lot of times we see toys start to get short when it comes to actually the 0 to 2 year olds as well, and then the teenage boys and girls. So I would say books, sports balls, things like that older kids are.
Sporting equipment,
right. Yeah, those are always good things that we see coming in for the older kids. Also, they like their speakers and like their Bluetooth speakers and headphones
earbuds,
and
things like that.
Bags is great too, like book bags.
Mm-hmm.
For the teenage girls, jewelry, like we see a lot of that come in as well.
Okay.
So those are just some ideas, but yeah, books is a big one that we'd like to see more come in this year. So
yeah, you guys have it's like a whole literacy program kind of attached to this. You were talking to me about earlier with some amazing numbers there.
Right. Yeah. So last year we were able to distribute toys to over 22,000 kids in the Worcester community and county.
Wow, that's amazing.
Right. And this year we already have around 17,000 kids that are registered right now. And I'm sure that number will keep going up as the days get closer to distribution and Christmas. So obviously, just with the continued support of the community and all the toy drives that are going on, we can't say thank you enough, and just hope that we make it and get enough toys and for all the kids in need this year.
Well, you were mentioning earlier the staggering number of books though that were donated.
Yeah. So last year, I can't remember the lady's name, but she made a very generous contribution to the campaign and donated around 15,000 books that we were able to pass out last year. And right now we're sitting at around, and with that donation, we also, with the other donations throughout the year, we were over 20,000 books last year. And right now we're sitting around 8,000 books. So
that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's incredible. And all of that stuff goes to your where it's your, I guess it's the Mercantile Center. Not really a warehouse, but it's the big room where they used to do the COVID testing.
The vaccines.
Like the vaccines and everything. And that's where you distribute all this stuff here, right?
Correct. Yep. So we pass out that it's 100 Front Street, but it seems like when you put in 100 Front Street, it always brings you to the front side of the building.
Oh, so, over here on right.
Yeah,
right.
So we're actually on the back side. If
on Commercial Street, right here.
Correct. Yeah, I think it's Commercial and Mercantile Court.
Yes, that's exactly it.
On that corner. So when it gets closer, we're going to start putting. We have a Toys For Tots banner and stuff that we're going to try to put outside as well to make it a little bit easier to see.
But there are Toys For Tots bins located in every city and town in the area. So, people could donate.
Yeah, exactly. So a lot of the places that are collecting toys that kind of make it a little bit easier, I guess, for the community. I mean, there's so many businesses throughout Worcester County. I've probably given out boxes to more than more than 120 different businesses.
Oh, that's great.
And the ones that make it a little bit easier for the community, though, not knowing where they're always at, is like the state police, the fire departments, and places like that. They collect and they do a great job bringing a bunch of toys every single year to the warehouse for us. And so this year, distribution, it actually got moved. Earlier in the year, it was supposed to be the first week of December, but we got it pushed back to December 14th through the 17th. Most everybody that's approved already should have their date, but we're still going through applications as well as they come in. So those are the dates, and they'll get an email stating, when to come pick up toys and what they need to bring, which is just really their ID, and they get a control number as well, and their emails, and just dress warm because you never know what the
last year
weather
the line was
like.
very long and it was kind of rainy. And what if a family needs assistance? Can they still get in touch?
They can.
With the Marines?
So if they go to the local Worcester County Toys for Tots website, I've still left it open where they can go on there and click request a toy.
Okay.
And then it's a pretty simple process just to follow the instructions on there. They'll just enter their information, their address, contact information, their kids' names and ages, and then hit submit. And right when they hit submit. So one thing on the registration that I've had a ton of questions about this year is at the very bottom it says to enter a code. And everyone's been confused on where they are supposed to get this code, but actually right above that little box or right below it, there's like a 7-digit number, and that's the code that you put in there.
So it's right there, next to it. If you're trying to get some assistance,
just one of those I'm not a robot things,
right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then once they hit submit, they'll get an email with their control number and everything, and then it comes to us, and I'll go through them all and hit approve, and then once they get their approved email, probably the same day they're going to start getting a scheduled email as well with their distribution date to come in.
Okay. Well, we'll post that information, the website and everything, up on all of our social media and on our website, pikefm.com. And then we have our toy drive working with you guys Saturday morning, like I said, Mickey's Car Wash in Sutton, right there at the crossroads of I think it's Boston Road and 146 Market 32 Plaza. So if you're over there doing your family business or picking up something at the grocery store, banking, maybe pick up a toy on your way over there and drop it off with us, and the Marines will be down there also.
That's going to be awesome. When we get off the air, Caleb, I believe Shu asked to see if he could do more push-ups than you.
Oh yeah. Looks like he probably can.
I think that was before.
Well,
he mentioned,
you are a
he
charming
mentioned it
man.
before his first coffee. So
right, yeah. I just realized what a bad idea that was in over an hour. I'm going to challenge this Marine to push-ups. Because I know the last time we had a push-up challenge, I did 4.
And I did more than that.
Right, yeah, you did. Yeah, you're in much better shape than I am.
I was.
Yeah, I know I look like an Adonis here, but I'm really I'm a very weak and sickly individual. All right. Well, Gunnery Sergeant Caleb Edwards, United States Marine Corps, Toys for Tots. Thank you very much for coming in this morning, letting us know, what you guys need and how we can get it to you. And again, we'll share all that information. And anytime you see a box anywhere, remember where that is. Go get a new unwrapped toy, drop it in there, and you'll make some kids happy this holiday season. So I appreciate it. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, we'll see you on Saturday.